Good day and welcome to a new Let's Play. I'm Caboose47 with here as always, and this is Let's Play Minecraft. Sublime, indeed, of course, indubitably. So yeah, this is Minecraft, and as you can see right here, it is still in alpha stages, but it is still, as it is right now, incredibly popular, which I'm sure you all know about, seeing as how you've probably all seen at least one Let's Play of this already. But with one of the updates, as you can see here, there's a new mods and texture pack, where you can have different, more refined textures and stuff, but I won't be using that in this game, or this playthrough per se, because I really don't like how they look, or whatever. That's just my opinion, but whatevs. So, we're going to go into single player, and we're going to pick World 5, because we're hardcore, and we're going to begin. Now, my first attempt at recording this, I explained a lot, and I'm not going to really be doing it this time, because I don't feel like doing it again. All you need to know is that if you have any questions or suggestions or comments or think there's something I need to mention, let me know in the comments and I will either, bring it up or answer your question or whatever. So, first thing you need to notice. This game is a day and night, a day and night kind of game. So basically, here's daytime. It rises in the east and sets in the west. So this is a very helpful thing with keeping track of where you are. As you can see here, if we go into inventory, this is not the normal skin you start out with, but I've changed my skin to Proto Man. Another tip, hit F5 to go into third-person mode. Yeah, so let's begin. Now, with the new update, there are now biomes, which biomes are, desert, tundra, frozen places, forests, and all that fun stuff. And the problem I have with the biome system is that you seem to always spawn in either the desert or the frozen tundra. And I don't really like building my bases around there. So it's hard because whenever you die, you spawn back at the same spawn. And, you got to remember where your shelter is or you're going to be in big doo-doo. More importantly, you need to remember where you died so you can pick up all your equipment. So the first few things we're going to want to do is we're going to want to start gathering wood. And hopefully I can gather enough to build a very minuscule shelter because I'm not one of those people that likes to spend their first day hiding in a hole. I like to just keep going. And so yeah, we'll just kind of kick it from there. Yeah, so wood, there's lots of items and things, and as you can see here, we're taking wood, and that's a tree that we just picked up, which we can plant if we ever want to regrow this tree. Because it doesn't just instantly regrow. As you can see right now, during the daytime there are cows, pigs, sheep, and chickens. But at nighttime, skeletons and big spiders and zombies and these things called creepers, which explode, come out. And they're not very fun, but that's part of the game. And in the very beginning, you're going to have a lot of trouble with these guys, and that's a big part of your location because my first playthrough of this game ever, I had a big creeper problem, and there were just creepers surrounding my my shelter, whatever. Now, first of all, as I'm sure a lot of you noticed, and some of you pointed out, with the way that I build my shelter, it is very similar to how I think his YouTube account is David YT064, something like that. But in his Let's Play of this, he's called X. And my shelter is very similar to his. Just because he was actually the first LPer I ever watched of this game, and I really liked how he built his shelters. I think what he did was very smart. So I will be using some of his techniques, but hopefully I'll in the very beginning. But I will be expanding once I have proper tools, and I don't have to really worry and be very conservative, and I can just spend my resources as I wish. Maybe I'll make a little tree fort, who knows. But first of all, one of the things that I do that I recommend doing, especially if it's your first time, because it'll definitely help you out with the whole shelter situation, is I recommend, instead of what a lot of people do, is they just kind of build a random fortress out of wood, and then they kind of just hope that they'll find a decent mine or whatever near that. But what I do is I build my fortress into the mine. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a decent hill with a lot of stone and stuff around it, and you're going to want to start digging into that, which I'll of course get into when we get there. But the first thing you really want to do is just get a lot of sticks. You don't want to have to worry about collecting these after. but I also don't want to worry about daytime because we're kind of pushing it as it is, and I want to kind of stay in a specific direction. So we'll head back to where our spawn was, and we'll head off from there. Our spawn was right about there, so we'll try and remember where we're going. We want to make a little mental map of our location. And one thing you definitely need to take note about this game is no two worlds will ever be the same. It is totally randomly generated, and in fact, I could definitely make my shelter right here, but I want to explore a little bit more. But yeah, all the worlds are randomly generated, and there will be a few frame rate issues here and there because of the randomly generating worlds, because it's constantly generating the further you go, because it has to make a specific, distance of thing for you. As you can see, it seems very small, but if we head in this direction, it'll just initially be almost never-ending. Now, it stunk because in my first recording of this, I had a world that was great. Right off the bat, I had all this iron and stuff just at my disposal. But, that's kind of the luck of the draw here, is sometimes you're going to get a really bad world, and other times you'll have a great one. So we want to keep heading. I kind of want to get away from the whole desert because I don't like the biomes, or well, not the I don't like the desert biome. Actually, this would be a nice place to start. Yeah, I think I might just start it here as a mini shelter for now, and then tomorrow, well, in the game tomorrow, I can continue exploring. So, first thing we're going to want to do is I'm going to want to... I'll set this up right here. So you go into your inventory, and the way that this game works is, as you can see, I've got a little crafting section, and what the crafting section does is it's just a section for you to build things. Initially, you build your items and whatnot. Actually, here. You build your items and whatnot, and you will eventually, have a lot of neat and interesting utensils at your disposal. As of right now, you can see we've made wooden planks and we have some sticks. So what we're going to want to do is... I'm actually going to want to do two things, actually, and one of them I may have a problem with, but I need to find some coal. Alright, so what we want to do right now is I want to make a workbench, which is right here. And initially how the crafting works, I think I might have already mentioned this, but whatever. It kind of just comes down to drawing the object. So as you can see, we have a chest. Actually, I'll make two of these so it'll be a large chest. So now we have two chests that we will place right here. Here seems good. And then they form together and make a large chest. So now what we want to do is we want to go in here, get our wooden planks, and you make this, which is like, it's a little handle. By putting this here, we now have a wooden shovel. And, you can make a hoe, you can make a pickaxe, you can also make a sword. Right there. But what we want to do right now is we'll make two pickaxes, because that's what we need the most at the moment. And also, as you can see, the maximum capacity for things is 64. Random number, I know, but whatever. Not a big deal. We're kind of really running low on daylight here, and I really want to get some coal so I can have at least some sort of light source, but I don't know how lucky we're going to get with that. I just got to remember there's a hole there. And this is a temporary shelter, definitely. I'm going to make a real shelter in the next day cycle, now that we have sticks and stuff. Actually, this would be a really good place if I didn't know what was here. Totally pitch black. Wow, okay, I don't even want to venture in there. Because basically, all those enemies and bad guys and stuff that pop out at night, they can also pop out during the day at any time as long as they're in a place of just pure darkness. So you kind of want to stay away from those. Oh, wow, I'm really just not getting lucky with coal here. So I really need some coal. I'll just kind of dig a little bit in here and get hope. That's all I can say, because I really don't want to just sit in a corner the first night. I want to actually, explore. And there's our first enemy right there. If you can hear him, it's a zombie. Yep, right there. Ah, okay. That's a zombie. They're very slow and they really don't do much to you. But if you get caught by one, you're going to be pretty screwed because he's going to do some damage to you, especially if you're very unprepared like I am. But he can't go into the sun or they burn, so as long as you're near the sun, you should be good. And I have a pretty good idea of how far I'm going, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. But already you can see, you know, there's some pretty cool areas that we'll be able to go to. And I have some shelter ideas as it is already with just this little section right here. But what I really want is coal. And I'm getting a lot of... Ah, there we go, coal. Lovely. Okay. So now I can show off what coal does. In just a second, I just want to collect these 3, and then I will build... Ooh, more coal. Nice. But I also want to rush back to my shelter so I don't have to worry about spiders or creepers or anything. Actually, I really don't want to worry about skeletons. That's my biggest fear at the moment, is because skeletons are no fun. We're really pushing it right here. On daylight, that is. But this should be the last of the coal. Yeah, there's not much left. So, ooh, come on. Come on. We just need to run home right after this. Alright, go. Go, just run. We need to just book it right now. Just run, don't stop. That's the key. If you stop, you're gonna get screwed over at the moment. And as you can see, that's a beautiful little sunset right there. But I don't really want to take too much time to enjoy it because we need to get back to our shelter so we can rid it of baddies that I know will spawn there. And the moon is coming up. And we've just taken our first fall damage. I will take this feather. Yeah, that's another thing. You do take fall damage. Ooh, stars. That's a nice little update they put in. But yeah, I'll go through all the new things they put in as well at some point. Come on, because the moment I get to my shelter, I'm not even going to be able to see, which is going to be a problem. If I can even remember where it is. Is it near the water? It's right here. Okay, nice. Alright. So the first thing we want to do is we want to run over here. And we want to make some torches. So we'll make 12 torches. Bring this back, and we want to light this up as fast as we can now. Just so we have our light. And we'll explore a little bit further back into that in a bit. I just want to dig this out and build ourselves a little barrier that we're baddie free, you might say. So just to not have to worry about them, they're bad guys. Because bad guys is bad. So now we're going to just chill in our shelter and just kind of wait out the night. Maybe explore a little bit. Ooh, there's nice coal right here. Just do a little bit of exploring. But this is what a lot of the game is. It's a lot of exploring. And I don't want to go too far. Ah, so we've reached our end. This is our cave at the moment. It's a very temporary cave. But let's do as much mining as we can. We're going to need arrows. That's a definite. And you get arrows like this. And I can already hear spiders. So we're going to want to take that soot right there. If I can pick it up. Or not soot, but what's it called? Does it tell you? It doesn't tell you, but it's flint. That's what it is. But that's going to be used for arrowheads, which is going to be a very important thing to be using in a bit. But like I said, I don't really care about this shelter because it's not going to be temporary. It's not going to be permanent at all. This is going to be very temporary shelter. So yeah, all right. So I'll just hammer out a little way here. I don't want to show you the spiders, but I'm going to have to show them off at some point to get out of here. Because they don't leave. Those guys don't die. Spiders don't die. I can dig that out and show it off a little bit. Let's see. Anything? Go too far out. You can hear them, though. That's for sure. But we'll have to worry about those definitely later. I really don't like this here, so I'm going to actually break this apart. Boop. And I'll take this with me. Because I'm not a big fan of its location. It's just kind of obstructing everything. Alright, so let's just organize this first of all. I'm a big stickler for organization in this game. So I'll be doing a lot of organizing as we carry out the game. But all I really need is I need my 2 pickaxes, my sticks, that, and everything else can go away. But actually, we need to make another shovel. That's for true. So we'll make 2 shovels. 'Cause 2 shovels is better than 1 shovel.